All right, good afternoon, everybody. It's your boy Akeem, and welcome to this vlog. We are on week 12 of the 2017 college football season, and we're actually heading towards close. And this is going to be some tight races in many of the conferences, the major conferences in college football. Now, we actually already have a bid for the ACC championship as number 3. Miami is going to be hosting unranked Virginia. The Hurricanes should win this one, and they're looking to face Clemson in that ACC title. Next up, still a tight race in the West, somewhat of the East Division, West Division of the Big Ten. Number 5, Wisconsin, they're looking to remain undefeated as they host number 24, Michigan. This is going to be not Big Ten championship implications, playoff implications for the college football national championship. Wisconsin must remain undefeated and win this matchup over the Wolverines just to stay alive, and they still have to outplay Ohio State in the Big Ten championship. I will go with the Badgers in this one, even though Michigan can pull off the upset. This is an upset alert, but I do like the play of Wisconsin's defense. They've been doing a great job carrying the team. Next up in the American Athletic Division, this is going to be a conference. This is an upset alert as Temple is going to be hosting 15 and under. Number 15, UCF, who are undefeated. Now, just yesterday, we saw a close matchup between Tulsa and South Florida, in which South Florida barely won 27 to 20. That was actually a close game. Now, I do believe that the Golden Knights should beat out the Temple Owls in this matchup, but we will see. Anything can happen, and we have seen good teams, undefeated teams, lose come towards the end of the season. But I still have faith in the Golden Knights just to remain undefeated. They most likely would not make the playoff at the end of the year, but I think that if they stay undefeated, they should get an opportunity to play for a major big bowl matchup come towards the end of the year. Next up, speaking of bowl matches, my Texas Longhorns, they're ranked 5, and they're not ranked. They're 5-5 for the season as their record. They're going to be traveling to West Virginia to face the Mountaineers. This is a must-win for my Longhorns. They win this matchup, they should secure bowl eligibility, and I think they will pull off an upset, little major upset, because West Virginia is 7-3. Next up, Notre Dame has actually just dropped off some notches in the BCS and the AP polling. They're now ranked 8th overall. They're actually going to be hosting Navy, and I think Miami, the way they played against Notre Dame, I think Notre Dame should be outside of the top 10 because of that performance. Now, they're still ranked 8th. They're not going to make it to the playoff, unfortunately, but they still probably have an opportunity to make it to a major bowl game at the end of the year, and they're going to be playing against a tough running attack for the midshipmen of Navy. I will still go with the Fighting Irish in this one just to stop off the ground attack of Navy. Next up, an upset alert is number 15 of OK State's going to be hosting Kansas State. Kansas State's defense is looking to try to improve in this matchup, but they're going to be placing against a tough offense from the Cowboys. I will go with OK State in this one, but it is an upset alert. Another upset alert, number 7, Georgia, who dropped 6 slots. They were ranked number 1 last week. They're going to be hosting Kentucky. Kentucky is 7-3, and this is a scare for the Bulldogs, and I hope they didn't lose too much confidence after that big loss against Auburn. I will go with the Bulldogs in this matchup. An interesting game to watch in the Pac-12 conference that I do like, and it's not really Pac-12 championship implications, but I think this is just a good game for people to watch. Oregon's going to be hosting Arizona. I had to call out this game, so I think this is going to be a good game in which Arizona should get the victory. Next up, one of the big rivalry in the Pac-12, sticking in the Pac-12, Cal versus Stanford. It's going to be at Stanford, who's ranked 22 in the nation. They did beat Washington last week due to the great ground attack of Bryce Love, who is now not only a Heisman candidate come towards the end of the year. I actually had Saquon Barkley as my Heisman frontrunner for most of the season, but I even think that Bryce Love has the notch over him in the Doak Walker Award given to the nation's top running back. I think Bryce Love can get that come towards the end of the season, and he should lead the way with the victory over Cal. Next up, Washington is going to be hosting a tough Utah team. Washington is still alive in the North Division of the Pac-12. The race is between Washington, Washington State, and Stanford. Stanford controls their own destiny, and I think if Stanford loses this matchup, they probably will be knocked out of the Pac-12 championship. I will go with Washington over Utah, though. I think their offense, especially their ground attack, is well balanced. I will go with the Huskies in this one. Lastly, my game of the week, as in one of the biggest rivalries in college football, USC versus UCLA. USC is ranked 11th while UCLA is unranked, and I'm actually going to call this game as my upset game of the week. As promised, I gotta give you at least one upset game of the week, even though it might really look like the Trojans should win this matchup, but I just had to call out this game because I think that because the Bruins, they're looking to win this one. Their defense has been playing horrifically this season, but I think they're going to do just good enough to pull off the upset and ruin things for USC. But USC already has the notch to represent the South Division for the Pac-12 championship, but I will go with the Bruins over the Trojans in this matchup. Now, next time I'm going to catch you guys will be in Tuesday morning, in which I will give you a recap of this week. Thank you for watching this vlog. I'm your man, Akeem McCall. Be easy.